Namaste. It's Nani the Goddess. I'm back again with a video that is very different from any video I have ever done. I'm gonna give you all time to come in, but this needs to be said. Thank you, Spirit. After I seen a post on Facebook, I shared it and provided my input, my 2 cents, as people say, in regards to it. And I then came to TikTok and did a past life reading and received confirmation. So be sure to follow me on TikTok at Consult 9 Eat the Goddess 999. It's the same as here. I ended up doing a part 2 as well. Okay. I started to do a part 3, but there's no need, especially considering I will be doing a past life full reading on our Patreon side. Okay. Um, Again, I'm gonna give you all time to come in. I probably won't pull any cards. All right. But I do want to clear the energy because it's ooh, honey, the world we live in. Heavy is the head to wear the crown, but baby, it's all right. It's all right. So let's see. Let me jump over so I can even see what's going on. Give you all some time to come in. Hey love, how you doing, Carla? Welcome, 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 sis. Come on in, Queen. I'm trying to give everybody a few minutes to come in before I get started. Because I'm getting ready to say something that, well, obviously is controversial. But it is what it is. This is a discussion that we need to have. It's just a discussion we need to have. So I thank you for joining me, sis. I affirm all is well with you and yours. So give everybody just a few minutes because I want to go ahead and get this done. I have other stuff to do, things of that nature. Okay, so you know. I don't know. See, I'm just the type of person. I really want to go ahead and get started, but I don't want. Well, yeah, I forgot we're on the YouTube side. So anyone who comes in will be able to just scroll back. Some of y'all may, see it after it's been broadcasted live. Okay. So first and foremost, I want to say this. It's so much being said about negatively. Let me be specific about those of us who are spiritual, those of us who are woke, okay? Those of us who are conscious. But these are from people who either choose to push the agenda and intentionally trying to confuse the masses, or people who just absolutely don't know what's going on. I have received so many downloads. Well, I always receive downloads, but I'm just saying in regards to this specific. And again, after I just did those 2 readings on TikTok, part 1 and part 2 of the past life reading, I received confirmation. Carla, I don't know if you've seen my post that I put up in reference to the Alexis Ware case. I shared a post where someone was speaking about tarot readers and what happened and this and that, in regards to trying to find her. I've done 2 readings personally. I can only speak for myself. And I've done 2 readings personally. That young lady came to me personally. Okay. When I say personally, I mean her energy, her spirit. Okay. I am a medium. Some of you all already know that. Some of you all don't. I have true, authentic gifts, and I operate from my heart space. Okay. I genuinely love helping people. I genuinely care about, helping people to help themselves. I genuinely love to teach people, enlighten people, guide people along their path, to their calling, to their purpose, to be the best version of themselves. I can't do the work for anyone. I don't have a heaven or hell to put anyone in. I don't have to account for anyone's sins no more than anyone has to account for mine. So I'm not here to judge or shame anyone, but I am here to speak the facts. I am here to be obedient, and that's what I will be. Case in point, why I'm doing this reading right now. As the messenger someone who has a true prophetess. Let me say it like this, okay? Someone who's a true prophetess. I don't need these cards. I don't need any of these things to provide the messages. Again, some of you all already know this and some of you all don't. It's no different than how your pastor, evangelist, however you refer to your religious leader that you are happy to accept as a religious leader, a religious figure in your life, in your community. That's the same thing they're doing with the Bible or whatever it is, however y'all refer to the good book, okay? Most people don't even read, period, let alone read the very Bible that they will attack people using quotes or whatever from, or, they rely on that religious leader to provide their interpretation of what that scripture means, okay? But people accept those individuals as prophets and prophetess, right? It's amazing how people, and not everyone, let me stress this, because you follow and subscribe to whoever and whatever you choose to. I'm here focused on the facts. That's the type of person that I am. All right? I focus on the facts. I encourage people to be critical thinkers. Okay? You don't have to accept anything that I'm saying. Research the information and do it for yourself. I've read the Bible front to back multiple times. And I did that as a teenager. I awakened as a teenager. I might not have understood my gifts, my calling, my purpose, but I knew at a young age. I was talking to, my passed on loved ones, my ancestors, as a 2-year-old or 1-year-old. And I have family members that can vouch for that. Whether they knew what was going on or not, as far as with me specific in my calling, I don't know. But what I do know is when you enlighten yourself, when you educate yourself, you are able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay? So I've been doing this. But I know that I awakened when I was a teenager. Over 21 years ago, I awakened personally, back when it was taboo. As controversial as it is now, there are more people who are awakened. There are communities. There are a lot of things that was not put in place for those of us who were spiritual back then. I tried to awaken and enlighten people even as a teenager. And again, people who personally know me know that. I've always had a connection with the Most High. I don't knock anyone. You want to go to church? Go to church. Okay? Those who are genuine religious figures in these churches, you're gonna, if you can see past the illusions, if you're tapped in, everyone isn't. Everyone don't want to be. That's just what it is. Some people signed up to do the complete opposite, to make it hard or challenging to attack, etc. divine beings. It's just what it is. But those are the individuals who are burdened with knowing the right thing to do, as well as what they have signed up for. Period. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Who try to, what's the best word to put it? Find balance. Okay? Some people sacrifice themselves with still trying to help people in spite of what they signed up for. Okay? If people knew what really goes on behind the scenes in organized religion, it will blow their minds. And some people do know. Just because people walked away from church don't mean they walked away from God. Don't let me start there. Thank you, Spirit. Let me start there. Okay. I grew up in a Baptist church, sung on the choir, all those things. I was an alto. Okay. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know I don't rap. I rap, I don't sing. Okay. I say that in the heart flash. I have a very heavy voice for a woman. I'm still a woman, but I also have a heavy voice, and I'm not, it's just what it is. I love all of me. I'm saying this to say this. In my youth, I watched so much controversy, and I'm not going to say the church. If you know, you know. And this is only one in particular that I can speak of in this specific town. There was so much mess going on in that church. The pastor sleeping with someone in the congregation, in spite of being married, in spite of getting up there. I just heard somebody say his name. Absolutely. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. While getting up there every Sunday, though, preaching the word of God and being revered as this, worshiped as someone other than what he honestly was. We are spirits having a human experience. So, because of the dealings behind the scenes, he felt comfortable with the dealings that was going on in his own church. The saying is, you don't where you lay. But how many times in organized religion, any type of denomination, whatever, look, I put away it go. I don't want to get into all that. Whatever it's called, okay? Is it mess going on and people sweep it under the rug? People ignore it. Now, he eventually, was shunned from when it came out to the open, but you best show believe people knew what was going on. Now, this is a woman who had a son who sung on the choir with me. Okay? And my siblings and the people we grew up with. You understand what I'm saying? This is someone who was in charge of while smiling in his wife's face, while fellowshipping with the rest of the congregation, knowing that she was committing what would be considered a sin with this man of God. Okay? The next pastor that came in, I'm not going to say his name either. This is a man, and I'm not, like I said, I don't have a heaven or hell to put anyone in. I'm focused on the facts. This man, who was an older gentleman, great, to me, no one's perfect, not even myself, but I could genuinely feel his energy. And this was a man who had, God rest his soul, who had a wonderful heart. And he was a man that was torn between what he was called to do and forced to do. He would do things with the youth, have events and things for the youth, XYZ. Unfortunately, he passed away. So that church needed another pastor. I'm not going to speak on the next pastor. I'm actually kin to that pastor. I'm not going to speak on that. As far as their names, I haven't been to that church since the second gentleman that I spoke on was a pastor there. So besides funerals, things like that, but I haven't been there for a service. Okay, nothing against anyone. I haven't been in a church, period. Because as a teenager, I realized a lot of things. I didn't resonate with a lot of things. I didn't agree with catching the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, and in the same breath, forced to deny my own ancestors, forced to deny what I was told to have, which was my own personal relationship with God. Listening to songs like Mary, Mary is the God in me, but then forced to deny that, be ashamed of that. It didn't make sense to me, amongst other things. Again, to each his own. That's just me. But I never turned my back on God, and God has never turned his, her. Everybody has their own viewpoints, okay? On me. Plain and simple. I actually became closer to God, more in tune with myself. Thank you, Spirit. And I learned at a very early age how people attached to organized religion, not all, but most, unfortunately, are the main ones ready to condemn someone else, ready to tell somebody they're going to hell. How you know? Who told you? Who made you the judge and jury in someone's life to tell somebody they're going to hell? How is it you're saying you're a man or woman of God? No, let me take that back. No. It was 4 pastors. Somebody just, somebody who know me is on this live. Whether you watching from the window or you comment. Hey, Brooke, welcome, sweetheart. We're doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. How is you and your family, darling? Thank y'all for joining in. So anyway, actually it was a pastor between the pastor that I'm kin to, who's the current pastor, and the pastor who I was speaking of. And I'm not saying no one else had a good heart, okay? People are so ready to slice down, what someone is saying and miss the whole message. So it was someone in between. No, I said it right. This is somebody at a whole other church. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, just mess, the gossiping, the mess, okay? The one who was the pastor over the church of the building that used to be a restaurant, the one my dad was going to. So thank you, Spirit. Never mind. Anyway, back to what I'm saying, okay? So quick to condemn someone, so quick to disown someone, so quick to say, unless you believe what I believe, your life has no meaning. Your words, your whatever has no meaning. That's wrong. That's wrong. These cards and any other form of divination used in high vibrations is no different far as being tools as a Bible. Let me get this straight. So you are cool with cannibalism, eating the body and drinking the blood of someone y'all say have walked this earth. Jesus, right? Okay? Y'all cool with that and disregard that as being witchcraft, which is what it is. Y'all disregard spells all up in the Bible. Psalms, the book of Psalms, honey. Whole book of Psalms. Run it down. Y'all tell people to have a personal relationship with God. Y'all tell people God is within them. Y'all cool with people catching the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit is in this place, right? Y'all cool with holy oil, anointed by who? What's in it? You don't have a clue. But this holy oil is meant to rebuke demons out of people, help people's finances and whatever else. It's cool to sell people hope. It's cool to accept money for it. I don't even want to get on all of that. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try my best to keep it, because everybody can't handle past the surface. And a lot of people are supporting and protecting the agenda, not just with religion, politics and all. but I'm want to focus on spirituality. And I don't even want to say verses, but that's people find a way to make it a us against them thing in anything: race, sexuality, religion, etc. So many people have died in the name of religion than any other cause. Let's keep it real. But it's wrong for someone such as myself to create oils, anointed oil specific to someone's needs for their own healing with natural herbs. It's wrong for me to encourage people to connect with nature, connect with their higher self, with the God in them, to have their own personal relationship with the Most High, with their ancestors, with the angels. It's wrong for me to heal people, but unless I'm in a church house with a mic and chosen by a board of people, a committee of people. Let's be clear. Make up your mind. Because regardless of whether you want to say what it say in the Bible or this and that, if you consider yourself God-fearing, someone who loves God, someone who serves God, because here's the thing, it's different religions. So which religion is the right religion? Which God is the right God? Because in Catholics, I don't want to say deity, but they view the Virgin Mary as, so what we doing? Who religion is correct? If organized religion is the way to go. And how is it when people choose not to follow people off a cliff or be condemned to hell for things that people are doing behind the scenes? People want to sit here and speak so much on things. For instance, people sit there and say, oh, well, Jesus was black. It says it right there in the Bible. But yet it's a white Jesus hanging up in your church. Or on your fans or whatever, your church fans or whatever, however you want to put it, hanging up in your house. You a prayer warrior until it comes to somebody who you don't agree with what they got going on. Thank you, Spirit. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest here. Okay? Make up your mind and stop being swayed. Wake up and realize the truth. I'm going to speak on those in secret organizations. I know plenty of people in secret organizations. Whether they know, I know that what's up with it or not, or that they're part of it or not. I'm not judging those people. I'm not looking into their life. I don't have a heaven or hell to put someone in, and I ain't trying to find one. You understand what I'm saying? These people are kin to me, friends with me, all type of stuff. And I view them as such. However they choose to show up in my life is how that goes about things. Thank you, Spirit. How I deal with them. I know what's going in the military now. I'm kin to people in the military that's in the military, who's gotten out of the military. My heart goes out to a lot of people, because my thing is this. Again, a lot of people don't know what they've gotten themselves into until it's too late. Some people love it. Some people love the dark side of things. I'm not going to sit here and try to figure out what somebody did because they part of this organization or they part of that and this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I'm here to help the masses overall. This is why I said what I said on that video the other day. If you want to dwell in darkness, if you want to succumb to darkness, I can't do anything about that. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. You don't have to agree with what I say. You don't have to accept what I say. Just research the information for yourself. It's people getting out of these secret organizations every day, and some unfortunately aren't making it out alive. These religious figures throw up, Spirit said gang signs. Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say it like that. It's a reason that hazing and all type of crazy things transpire to keep people bound. Blackmail is real, and it goes on more than y'all realize. It's so many hidden hands and stuff behind stuff. Y'all will be amazed. Y'all will be amazed. Honestly. But the fact that you can blindly follow anything and anyone without asking questions, the truth don't mind being questioned. It's the lies that have a problem. Those living a lie. There's no reason in the world that someone can stand up and say they're for the people while taking advantage of the people. People love to say, oh, well, spiritual, this and that, this and that. You know why? Those of us who are true and authentic aren't chasing fame and fortune and clout and money and all this type of stuff. Well, fortune and money. Y'all get the point. Because we're not using y'all. We're not taking advantage of y'all. Yes, it should be respect there, an exchange of energy. Any different than when you go to the grocery store or whatever. Y'all ain't going up in there saying, let me get these groceries just because I want these groceries, because I'm hungry. So anyone who feel like they shouldn't exchange energy in some type of way, positive, high vibrational energy, because money ain't the root of all evil. It's what people do with it, what people willing to do for it. Let's be clear. Money ain't even real. But again, I don't want to get too deep into it. But there's no way in the world, if I was, I guess I would be considered an evangelist. I would get up there and I'm driving off in a Mercedes Benz or whatever, you know, and it's people in my church who don't even know how they gonna pay their rent, how they gonna pay for their medicine, etc. See, church is a business. I don't know why in this day and age people don't know that. And again, it's no attack on the church, because people gonna say, oh, okay, whatever. It's not an attack on anyone. I'm speaking facts. Facts that people want to ignore. Some know and ignore it, some know and play a part in it, and some don't know. And willing to be happy to be blind to it. Ignorance is not bliss, contrary to popular belief. Shouldn't be anything blissful about being ignorant. Church is a business. So I understand. Now, I don't agree with it, because it's supposed to be a house of God where people come together, fellowship, and supposed to heal. It's no different than, it's a divine community. That's what it's supposed to be. An authentic divine community. No different than a spiritual divine, no different than the community I have. And others. Right? But just like I got bills to pay, so does the church. So I can get that. But don't tell people to pay tithes and give their 10% to God and it's really going in your pocket. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know if y'all heard those horns. Make it make sense. There's no way that, and it is, you know, religious figures, religious leaders who aren't doing things. Again, those are the ones who are burdened. Okay? I ain't talking about a little field day here for the kids, a little this and a little that. I'm talking about those who are hands-on in their community. I would not sit here, and there is anything wrong with looking nice. But do I really need to have on $1,000, $2,000 worth of clothing and jewelry and anything else to get up there talk to y'all, speak to y'all, and pour into y'all? No, I don't. No, I don't. See, to do what I have been called to do, it requires tough skin. You have to be ready for those stones. You have to be ready for those people ready to crucify you, judge you, disown you, slander your name, go up against you. Team up, baby. You know you the sugar honey iced tea when they team up. You know you powerful when they got to team up. There are people in high places that got an issue with what I'm doing. Why? Why? When I do what I do, I don't know who these messages are for, but only a hit dog holler. And one thing about somebody with true authentic gifts, you get to playing in my energy, you get to coming for me, you're exposing yourself. I might not have known it was about you before, but now I do. When you are doing what you have genuinely been called to do, you are to do so unapologetic and fearlessly. If you truly working for God, what you worried about? What are you worried about? What are you concerned for? Why would you care about what comes out? I can't remember the guy's name, but it was a pastor who was exposed for how he chose to spend the church's money. It's plenty of pastors and evangelists and stuff that, baby, listen, you a false prophet, you going down. Whether it's today, tomorrow, whether you went down last year, 10 years ago, or over the course of the next however many years, baby. It's just what it is. It ain't enough witchcraft that you can come up with. It ain't enough demons you can summon to keep justice from raining on your head. And my biggest thing with false prophets, whether they in the spiritual streets or the religious streets, what about your own flesh and blood? And a lot of them, well, you know, it's a family thing. Let's be real. There's no way in the world I would be part of something and encourage my own seeds, my own family to join in. That's just me, though. That's just me. And again, some people are manipulated into these things. So they're out there thinking about, oh, these wonderful opportunities, or, oh, you know, this brotherhood and sisterhood for life, and blah, blah, blah. Really? But when it hit the fan, who got to account for that besides you? That blood is on your hands. Your choices with your own free will is on you. Some people are fine with there's so many ways I want to put it. Having worldly possessions in the here and now and worry about, you know, judgment later. Hey, teach his own. But there's no way in the world I would want anybody that I love and care about to go down that same path. And there's no way in the world that I could not think about other people and their loved ones. That's just me. People who sit here and speak up and tell the truth are always called crazy and everything else, and left out the right. Losing their lives and all type of their freedom and all type of stuff. Being attacked spiritually and otherwise by the very people they're trying to help. That's crazy to me. That's what's crazy. So before you enlighten and educate yourself, you will attack someone else because you don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what those words mean, or XYZ. You don't want to do the work. Really? People say you changed because you chose to heal, because you chose to distance yourself from foolishness, because you chose to operate righteously, not perfect, righteously. See, I can face myself in the mirror every day. I sleep peacefully, knowing I'm operating with genuine intentions, with morals and integrity. That I gave it my all every day. It's just what it is. Everyone can't do that. Everyone can't do that. Recognize a lot of people shop and reading the Bible because it's coded. It's coded like anything else. Let's just be real. Research these words, their origins, etc. Let's be clear. In and overstand what's going on. Don't stop understanding stuff and enter and overstand. Make sure whatever you standing for makes sense for you and yours. I mean, it's just what it is. But to sit here and have a problem every time I turn around, it's literally a whole post that I know was deleted, and I'm sure because it was flagged. Okay, ain't no telling how many times. In a group that don't delete anything based off the rules of the group. You can get on there and see porn in the group, but when it's time to talk about something, educational, deep, controversial, in such a way where people are being awakened, because see, people fail to realize a lot of, some of these people are agents. Okay. Oh, that post is taken down. Oh no, y'all are awakening people. Oh no, it's people waking up. Oh no, it's people who agree. What? In this country, we got the freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, all these things that are being taken or fighting to be taken from us. And people don't see a problem with that, while encouraging and pushing things that goes against our human rights. Bottom line. A lot of other countries view the U.S. as Babylon, because it's a lot of things that goes on, a whole lot of things that goes on in the U.S. that other countries don't go for, down to our food. Now, is it foolishness and witchcraft, and is they religiously? Absolutely. You'll be amazed. The countries that don't go for it is the ones we at war with. Right. Yeah. The brainwashing is ridiculous, and how easy it is to condition and program, brainwash people is ridiculous. I get it. This is why I'm patient with people. Now, general messages, I don't know who these messages is for. Just because I'm the messenger, I'm not over here pretending to be perfect, honey. Period. I've overcome challenges and still overcome challenges every single day. I get spiritually attacked for doing what I've been called to do with genuine intentions. Amongst other things, people get running their all type of things, doing everything in their power to try to shut down my business, keep my shadow banning me. In other words, keep people from seeing the messages. They're not doing this to false prophets. You don't hear false prophets speaking about these type of things. Let's be clear. I talk about real life situations. No, I haven't gone through everything that everybody else has gone through, but I promise you, we all know somebody knows somebody. That's the point of a divine community. We pour into each other. We encourage each other. We help to heal each other, uplift each other. Iron sharpens iron. Everything else does us out. People are fine with being part of the rat race. The moment someone speaks to someone about entrepreneurship, that's a problem too. That's controversial too. Homeschooling, everything that COVID forced people to do, I was already trying to help people do beforehand. I'm not afraid to take a leap of faith. I'm not afraid to bet on myself. I'm not afraid to do what I need to do for me and mine, and to help as many people who want to be helped as possible to do the same for them. But I quickly learned people want you to do the work for them. Some want to take the credit for it. Some just want to receive the blessings from it. Okay? And because I operated from a genuine heart space, I spread myself thin trying to help people. Thank you, Spirit. Lost hella money trying to help people. But people don't want to unite and come together unless it's some BS. And that's crazy to me. That's what's crazy. How someone killing somebody on live, or showing their bodies and stuff like that, will get more views than something that's healing somebody, freeing people from these constraints. I don't have to be up on a podium with a mic in my hand to do it. I know what I have been doing. And I don't sit around posting about it, because the proof is in the pudding. Long as I know what I've done, that's what matters. I'm not lacking confirmation on it, I promise you. But I'm sick and tired of people turning a blind eye to what's really going on. People swore aliens wasn't real, but now it's on the news. Oh, okay. Now people, what? We've been talking about aliens for how long now? People want to sit there and argue with whether or not the earth flat. It's in the Bible that y'all defending. But it's coded. It ain't that coded, but it's coded all the same. But yet you reading your Bible. Oh, okay. Make it make sense. Stop running from knowledge. Stop running from applying the knowledge you do have. That's wisdom. How in the world it's fine to celebrate the life of someone until somebody say they always doing that? Then that's a problem. That's demonic. Are you kidding me? Putting respect on my ancestors' name ain't shit demonic about that. You don't want to appease your ancestors, show respect and give thanks, that's on you, baby. But they fighting battles. Man, listen, if people truly knew what was going on, people say it's a spiritual battle, but when it's time to talk about it, they want to go the other way. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to talk about it. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. We all still here today because we got ancestors who are making sure we are protected and covered. Talking about baby Jesus did it. Now, is it big Jesus or baby Jesus that did it? Make up your mind. How in the world is people supporting the Trinity being three men, three masculine energies, when the true Trinity is a mother, father, and a child? Make up your mind. You God-fearing and you love everyone until you ready to attack somebody for having different beliefs than you. I don't knock somebody else's beliefs. I'm here to present the information. You do as you please with it. But am I fed up with these demons running rapid and people happily allowing these demons to take control of their lives? Hell yeah, because I'm raising my son in this world. My tribe is raising their kids for those of them who have children and those of them who want children in this world. We got to go out and function in this world. We've been attacked from the air we breathe, to the food we eat, to our water, to the people we kin to, grew up with, anything. Our own spouses. Let's be clear. So yeah, I'm fed up. because I'm in the trenches every day. Every single day, helping people. And I don't care about what that looks like to somebody who's choosing to judge me. Everyone isn't meant to know the truth, because it's people who take things and make it evil. People take knowledge and say, instead of healing myself and bettering the life of me and mine, I'm going to twist this and use it to attack someone. People don't believe in spell work till somebody want to acknowledge they got a root on them, and then they ready to go see a spiritual practitioner to get it up off of them. Religion is a form of spirituality. Spirituality, like anything else, is good and bad. The law of polarity. Everything has an opposite. Why do you think they tell us what's going on, whether people want to turn a blind eye or blind deaf ear to it or not? They tell us. They put it in movies, they put it in shows, all type of stuff. They say it out their own mouth. They wear it on their shirts. They do it with their hands. Everything. The colors they wear. But I can't help what somebody else is using for evil. That don't mean I have to. Anyone who knows me, let alone been rocking with me, know how I feel about witchcraft, doing spell work on people and things like that. I teach people to protect themselves. That's rule number one. No matter what side of the tracks you choose. You tell people it's a battle for their souls while encouraging people to sell their soul without even knowing it. The same people who wouldn't let you harm them or their loved ones is telling you, you better not defend you and yours. Oh, okay. Make it make sense. People worried about how somebody looks. So I guess if I was famous, if I had $1 billion, if I drove this and associated with that one, oh, then what I have to say matters. People going harder for these celebrities, which only means someone who is celebrated. Anyone can be a celebrity. Anyone can be a celebrity. It just means somebody who's celebrated. When it all boils down to it, just like witch and warlock means a wise woman and a wise man. But are you a healer or a deceiver? Make up your minds. People, oh, this person said a cuss word. Oh, this and that. But you watching Power. You watching Raising Canaan. You watching whatever else on TV where they doing all that. But you God-fearing. You condemning folks. But as soon as you get out of church or the rest of the days of the week, you drinking and partying. Make up your mind. How you got one foot in the church and one foot in, oh, okay, in Babylon, as they refer to it. Make up your mind. And people just, oh, because it's such and such. Oh, well. Meanwhile, people are watching this, young and old. Thank you, Spirit. Watching this. When you are doing the work, you care about what you say and how you show up in the world. It's not about being perfect. I'm a perfect imperfection. I embrace me and who I am, flaws and all. And I work on myself every single day to be a better version of me. Me cursing don't disregard what I'm saying. I don't need $1 million to lead people to God. I just don't need that. To have money don't equate being demonic. It's people who are scared to be rich, scared to be wealthy, scared to secure their own lineage, to help their own family, to break the chains, to remove and break these curses, to do something different because of what somebody else is going to say. Because they don't want to get harmed or whatever else. That's no way to live. That is no way to live. This is what we mean by stay woke. Because the people who you would think sometimes be the main ones. Family in utter turmoil, people in utter distress, chaos everywhere, but it's so much beautiful happenings, so many beautiful souls. They're being shadowed out by the evil. If these things wasn't an issue, why is it that it's a problem when people are speaking on certain things? It's against the law to feed the homeless. People going to jail for feeding the homeless, for housing the homeless. They literally, I seen an article. I think the man was out in Cali. I can't remember. Don't quote me, okay? If I don't know something, I don't mind saying I don't know it. But I encourage you to research it for yourself to get the specifics, okay? But I seen an article where this man purchased land, is his land, but because it was zoned for like family homes, they literally went and tore down the tiny houses he put to help the homeless problem that we have. Why are so many people hungry and homeless in America? Why? Black people alone bringing over billions of dollars. Why? Why? Make it make sense. No coverage on that though. People doing wonderful things for the community. No coverage on that. Unless it's beneficial, unless they're part of the agenda. Bill Gates buying up all this land and they have been paying farmers, first off destroying these farmers' crops and things and paying others, able to pay others off to not even grow. And what? Buying up all this land for what? It ain't to help people. It ain't to provide housing for people who need it. Intentionally creating food shortages for what? Destroying it. Plants that all type. Come on, y'all. Come on. It don't take a brain surgeon. And it's easy for people not to care until it hit their backyard. They front door. Now all of a sudden, it shouldn't take all of that. People are going to wake up and realize these things that people allow to divide us is the very things that keeps people distracted and from uniting and coming together. Because oh my goodness, if we all wake up, we all realize what's going on. People don't want to talk about how we stopped the moment we born. The moment our parents, man, look, it's too much going on. And it's too much information out here and too many ways for the laziest of the laziest people to access this information. To not do so. But give all their energy to attacking someone who is. People who live in their truth every day. And y'all wonder why so many people who do know what's up and want to do something about it aren't. So I can be thrown under the bus, so I can be attacked, so my family can be attacked. This is their thoughts. And I can't say that I blame them, but I personally just, I know I'm protected. I know I'm covered. And I stand 10 toes on operating in my purpose. We have to teach our children early what we learned late. What the hell good is it going to do? My personal thoughts and feelings, and I see how they keep messing with the live. My personal thoughts and feelings and stance on things as well as divinely guided messages. Because enough is enough. And the sad part is, we already in the thick of it. But as things hit the fan, more and more and more and more, the very ones that people are judging and disowning or whatever are the very ones that people are going to run to, trying to figure out the answers. And it's going to be too late, y'all. People say, oh, the government ain't for us, oh, this and that. But then we'll still sit here and how do you know about the electoral college and still be pressing about votes? They don't care what the majority is. Y'all accuse presidents of stealing votes, all type of shady business, and yet what? Trump, a lot of things. People had a lot to say about Trump, only to find out, well, dang, yeah, he ain't, nobody's perfect. He may have it. He's a puppet, but at the same time, Trump is a businessman. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't got to like black people, but when it came down to business, business is business. Damn my personal views of anyone. Everybody went, oh, Obama, Michelle, Obama, Michelle, but failed to realize what was pushed and why. Failed to realize until after the fact the things that transpired. Oh, Clinton, but Clinton sat there and locked up more. Man, but come on now. It don't take a brain surgeon. Find a place and just jump in there. It's too much information for anyone to act like it's a literal starting point. But when it comes down to spirituality, I personally provide starting points with protection and healing and things like that. But when it comes down to this information, baby, just dive in. Just dive in. Dive down the rabbit hole, honey, and it's going to go from here, there, and everywhere. All these people that's missing every single day. If it wasn't for my calling, for my businesses, I would not even be on social media. Period. I wouldn't. It's sickening, the type of things that goes on. All these people missing and losing their lives and stuff. Realistically, where's the last time y'all seen this many? Let's talk about the babies, these kids. Every single day. And yes, it's been going on, but that ain't what I'm speaking of. In the day and age of social media, where people can use social media to get the word out. They want people broken down, stressed out, depressed, confused, all these things, because it's easier to manipulate you that way. There's no way in the world all this is going on and you ain't clutching closer to your babies. Babies being attacked at school. Babies being attacked at these daycares. All these things. What? No one is standing up and saying something needs to be done? Collectively together? People still, and I get that some people, school is the only child care they have so they can provide for their family. I get it. I would never knock anyone for doing what they have to do for their family. But at the same time, that's the point of it takes a village. We're not meant to do any of this by ourselves. But unfortunately, especially here in the U.S., every man for themselves. Crabs in a bucket mentality. It don't matter your race, none of that. Your background, none of that. They get a lot of people into Hollywood because they like to choose people from rough backgrounds. Now, yes, some of these people got connections and blah, 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 whatever. They want people from rough backgrounds. People who feel like they got to carry their whole family. People who are tired of not having anything. Being made to feel like they aren't enough. It don't matter what your race is. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. People are outraged with what Target is selling, but they're not even paying attention to what their kids are watching. There's so much demonic stuff and occult messages and all type of stuff in cartoons alone. Subliminal messages. I mean, it's called television for a reason. The easiest way to program someone. People walking around with computers in their hand and won't even educate themselves. People are swearing to protect and serve, and people don't even trust the people who are. But where does it say they were even needed? The police started from slave catchers. What are we doing here? If we took care of our own communities, we wouldn't rely on them. But at the same time, if you took an oath, but there's more to that oath. That's the catch-22. But if you took an oath to serve and protect, while the good ones being attacked, alienated, killed even, all type of things, left out to dry, thrown under the bus, set up, all type of sick, twisted shit, man. People are grown as hell with that schoolyard mentality. People pleasing and worry about what the next person gonna think. Scared about what somebody gonna say about them. Make this make sense. Nobody asking anybody to go out and save the world. Start with your damn self. Start with your household. Start with your children. You're never too old to learn something new, to change your ways, to choose a better life. You can make excuses or you can make it happen. What you gonna do? You can talk junk about the people that's doing their part, or you can do yours. People like to do a lot of talking about who actually doing the work. This is why I love TikTok. Not love, but I prefer TikTok over Facebook, Facebook. This is why they ain't trying to take Facebook down, but they damn sure trying to take down TikTok. Oh, okay. See, they give us things meant to program us, and they mad when we find out ways to help to use it to benefit us. It's a tool. It's a tool. How many times is something considered a coincidence? How many celebrities, since people care about celebrities so much, how many celebrities they realize, okay, we can't keep making them, we can't keep painting the narrative they're dying behind, drug overdoses and things. We got to come up with something else. One of the ways has been these surgeries and things like that. And I know for those of y'all who know what's something, some of them have faked their death and blah, blah, blah. Just focus for me. Everybody don't get all of that. Let's just focus. I'm trying to keep it where anyone can grasp the messages. How many celebrities, so people just get in Hollywood and start doing drugs? Not saying they don't, because they do. So, but mainly because to deal with the world they're in. It's people who speak on these shows and stuff, how they forced to stand in circles and scream 666 and do all this type of shit. Come on now. Come on. But how many celebs gonna die for the same reasons? They do car crash. They got various ways now. But the point is this. Why is it the ones who are either speaking out, doing something to help others, the masses, not just one or two people, actually helping people, actually trying to use their platform, their fame and fortune to genuinely give back and help people? Why is it such an issue to talk about God? Not because they'll sit there and say God, and y'all following up down to these gospel singers. Oh God, she said gospel. Yes. They have to take those oaths and sign this, all of that too. Just because somebody in Hollywood is saying God don't mean they talking about the same God you think they talking about. It don't take a brain surgeon. Yeah, they've done a great job with trying to mask things, but the devil hasn't hid in forever. Let's be real. I remember growing up where they wouldn't even cuss on TV, where they wouldn't show certain things on TV, and now you can't even look at a commercial without that shit. If you part of the LGBT, damn it, don't get me, listen. If you're gay or transsexual or whatever, bisexual, that's your business. Stand 10 toes on your truth. But at the same time, when you're forcing it on children, that's bullshit. Now I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. That's bullshit. And I'm not saying they're doing it specifically. That's my thing with it. It's people who say here and been bullied, abused, disowned from their families, banned, all type of stuff, man. That's done went through real things because of their truth, their choice when it comes to their own sexuality. And then you got people who's sitting there, what's his name? Down the wild, I'm gonna take my, whatever his name is, just for instance, who said to not even really be gay, but he's gay for pay, gay for the agenda. Make that make sense. People wonder why it was so important to Obama to push those things. Now I'm happy for those who, like I said, have been fighting to have regular rights. I don't feel like anyone should be telling anyone who they can marry unless you're doing some sick shit. Let's keep it real. But meanwhile, in these states, if you look at the laws, it's legal to marry 13-year-olds and etc. Kids, man. And they fighting behind the scenes to keep these laws in place. Make it make sense. People turn a blind eye to how these schools, DSS and anything else plays a part and help out with child trafficking. These hotels and stuff. What? But people wrong for wanting to bring forth awareness, for wanting to do something about it. People wrong for having a problem with things that people deal with every single day. Being used for an evil agenda against people. If part of the agenda is depopulation, population control, then of course they're gonna push for that. If Lucifer, I don't care how you wanna, I don't care how you word them, the devil, the beauty, whatever, honey. Bestiality, amongst other things. If that is pushed within those circles, within the ones people refer to them as the PTB and blah, blah, blah. If that is pushed, then of course they're going to be cool with stuff like that and behind the scenes push for this stuff and in front of our faces do it. Some people are taking routes over the other. Nobody thought it was a problem. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody. It's some of us who had a problem. Birdman kissing Lil Wayne as a child. Lil Wayne said so traumatized, but people want to talk about Lil Wayne. For instance, I'm trying to use examples people can relate to. But this grown man now has been sexually abused since he was a child. It's a video of him saying it out of his own mouth. That only begets more of the same shit. Thank you, Spirit. Until somebody break the patterns. People always got something to say, but don't want to stand up and do something about it. When you choose not to do something that's just as bad as the people who are doing it, let's keep it real. It's too much going on. Too much going on for people to still allow, thank you, Spirit, crap to divide us. We honestly need each other more now than ever. We try to tell people about C-19 because I don't be caring about all this bull crap with these conditions. Honey, why would it be a problem with saying something that was pushed on the really the world, but I'm going to speak on the American people in this instance. But it's an issue for us to say the word. We'll be shadow banned and blocked, and our pages and channels took down. What? Why? That's being a critical thinker when you say, well, wait a minute, why? And you actually seek to find the answers. Why? So many of us try to warn people about the vaccination, about the virus. And now, after the fact, because it didn't do what they wanted it to do, they was literally killing people who didn't have no damn virus. Showing us on the news and everything else, them piling up bodies, disrespectful to the dead, man. There's no way in the world that should have ever been allowed. Ain't no way in the hell everybody's perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden everybody's still perfectly fine. I traveled all throughout it. If you know me, you know I ain't like, if you personally know me, everybody didn't know I was traveling, but a lot of people did. I did a whole lot of traveling. My child and all, never once caught it. Still yet to this day. I'm going to catch something that's in the vaccine that I'm not going to take. It's to the point they're putting it in our foods. Don't believe me? Research it for yourself. That's part of the new agenda. They're polluting the air with these explosions and all this type. There ain't anything normal about this, man. People know they controlling the weather, and in the same breath don't want to talk about it. Why aren't they playing God? Why? 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 Be a critical thinker. That's all it boils down to. See beyond the illusions. Stop being so content with being inside your bubble and having vices and anything else to help you get through it or the number. That ain't no way to live. And in so many ways, people are selling their souls unbeknownst to them and leading their kids down the same path. Their nieces and nephews, their siblings. They come on now. Let's be realistic, y'all. Enough is enough. And it's so much to speak on. That's why it's so much to speak on. That's why I'm just trying to touch bases for people. I'm giving you reference points to go and research. You think I'm lying? Well, go and research it for yourself. Why do they fake the moon landing? All of this is actual information. They laugh at us. They laugh at us because people will defend their lies and their illusions and hold tight to it and attack those who have separated from it. Stop watching movies and shows for just pure enjoyment, entertainment, and tap in. Tap in. Ain't nobody imagination that damn good. It's no different than when people darn, I forgot what they call them, but when they tag buildings and stuff like that. Not just gang members, they ain't the only ones. Some people just love their artists, and that's the way they express themselves. For whatever reason. Some tag places for memorial sites for people, or people. Okay, I'm gonna give this example, and I'm getting ready to get up out of here because I got stuff to do. I do, but this was something. This it's no different than what I do. So, how can people acknowledge 9/11 was an inside job and still turn a blind eye on things like that? Don't have any questions about things like that. Make it make sense, y'all. If you don't do anything else, educate yourself. Educate yourself. And learn to not jump to go against someone who may be speaking about or living their life in a way you don't necessarily agree with. Because as much as I don't care for these demons are embodies of people. some of which I personally know. You understand what I'm saying? I just told one of my tribe members the other night about somebody that was coming up against her. I would never tell you not to pray for anybody, but you don't have to keep doing it when you and yours and other people need that energy who want to receive it. We're not here to feed the demons that dwell within people that's roaming this earth. We're here to raise the vibrations. We're here to help free others, and we have to be that example. So send people love and light, pray for people, but don't dwell in other people's choices with their life. Do things that bring you joy and everything like that, but come on now, y'all. We cannot turn a blind eye to what's going on. Because guess what? Part of what they're doing, people are growing their own food. They're not stupid. They're doing it to harm those crops. Hoping people aren't properly washing their veggies and things of that nature, and et cetera, amongst other things with their agenda. Okay? Stop thinking stuff only goes on in Hollywood when it's going on every day in your own neighborhood. Y'all will be amazed at the people who are a part of the agenda. What people are willing to do to level up in these organizations, and the people who are being attacked and done wrong, not only within these organizations, but again, down to military personnel, police officers, school teachers, or whatever, being alienated, trying to break people. They don't want you to rely on your own intuition when it comes down to your own children. They don't want the parents to raise the children together and things of that nature. They don't want those things. They don't want peace and balance and healing and prosperity and all these things going on in people's lives, people's homes, etc. Because they want your children to follow after exactly what you did. Give a company 50 plus years of your life to still only be just a number. How many people y'all know have worked somewhere, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years, and in the moment they get sick or need a time, whatever, they dismiss them like it. They'll never teach you to be the CEO. They'll never teach you and help you to be their equal. They make too much money off you being at the bottom. But people want to talk about pyramid schemes. That's just facts. That's just facts. They don't teach you in school to run and operate your own business. They don't even teach you about ways to do any of that. They teach you to follow the leader and then turn around and tell you that you in debt. You owe X, Y, Z. So now when you finally finish with school, what? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. All right. I'm sending y'all love, life, peace, and happiness, prosperity, wealth, strength, comfort, all those great high vibrational things. Right. I'm the type of person, even if this only helps one person, it's just what it is. I mean, the way my left ear was going crazy, I already know people talking junk. That's just what it is. But I wish y'all the best. I absolutely do. For those of you all who are operating your calling, or trying to figure out your calling and purpose, or afraid to do so, be unapologetic and fearless. You don't have anything to worry about, and align yourself with other people on your wave. Okay? Align yourself with other people who are genuinely doing the same thing. All right? It can be challenging, it can be hurtful, but it is what it is. It's crunch time. This is not the time to turn a blind eye to what's going on. It's not. It's not. All right? All right. Namaste. Y'all have a great day. And thank you all for those of you all who joined me. Namaste.